Good morning. Or good evening, whatever time you happen to be watching this. I like to think I have a global audience at least. Come on. Come on, YouTube. Just getting chat monitoring open. That's what's taking up the time. I haven't been streaming this week. Well, making content this week, I should say. Due to a huge heat wave hitting the UK. And said heat wave, said heat wave driving temperatures in my room up to like 34, 35 degrees. Wasn't really safe for me to record in those kinds of temperatures. Good morning, Josh. How are you doing? Hopefully you've had a good week. All right. As you remember, we are continuing the monster drive down to Lisbon, Portugal, which is insane. Where do we start? I can't remember. Anyway,
let's do this.
Hard to believe we're on episode 28 of this stream series, and I've only explored 23% of the entire map, which is a bit insane if you think about it. There we go. Just make sure everything's here, present, and correct. Fuzzy dice. That it's one of the longest runs you could do with the base map, with the official maps. If you have pro mods, Josh, you can go much further. All right. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh, wrong button. What am I doing? I need to go, no, not settings. I need to go here, game radio, stream safe, there we go. It is a long run. Yo, everyone is mod. Hello, Joel. Welcome back. So yeah. This route is a bit different. I couldn't get it. This place might look as though it's out of the way, but we're going via this ferry down to Frederikshavn. So, yeah, we're not going via this road. We are going via this ferry, if that makes sense. Yeah. 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 Due to the heat wave, it has not been a particularly good week for me. I've been absolutely broiled, but I have managed to get something good done at least. I managed to, with help from Claude, the AI bot by Anthropic, chatbot by Anthropic, I managed to get .ini fixes for .ini, files running in Trainson World, and tuned to my specifications. Josh says, I don't mind the OG maps, there's already so much already to explore. Drive coaches should be interesting. Yeah, like, ProMod is cool in terms of the amount of stuff that it adds, but it's just, the normal map is just so big that it really just doesn't make any sense to add any extra on top of this. If you think about it, I'm getting less than 1% of the map explored per 2 or 3 hour live stream, which is insane. There's a ton of map in this game by default, let alone with pro mods and the Central Asia and Middle Eastern expansions that ProMods offers as well, which add even more on top of that. Vague?
Caution.
Yes, I know. Just slowing down. Ooh, there was a copper. No, you
go straight on.
There we go. We do have a photo trophy coming up, so I'll have to make sure to grab that while I'm here. It's good to be back in my Scania lorry. Plus, I don't know, PlayStation will have mod support. We aren't getting multiplayer. That honestly makes sense that you're not... Wait,
Turn
you
left.
aren't getting official multiplayer? Are you serious? Are you serious you aren't getting multiplayer? Do you mean multiplayer is in Truckers MP or multiplayer is in the official multiplayer? Giant wooden bear. Oh, wow. That's cool. Nope and yep, seriously. Oh, no. That's really bad. That's really, really sad. Genuinely. That is so sad. As in, PlayStation Store list is one player, no online play. Okay, these guys appear to be stuck. Watch this. I don't even mind if I get fined at this point. Because, yeah, those guys were stuck. Sometimes the traffic in this game is a tad sus. Full speed. That is so sad.
Go straight on.
But, even with single player, to look on the bright side, single player is a very fun experience. Yeah. And if you buy the bundle on Steam, you can actually get the Bobcat Cargo Pack for Euro and American Truck for the same price as if you were buying it for just one game. Any TSW DLC in the sale, there's a lot of stuff on sale. But the one DLC I was looking at getting, Birmingham to Crew, is one of the only DLCs not going on any kind of sale whatsoever. Great job, Dovetail Games. Because they're the ones who decide what stuff goes on sale. Ugh. I would like to get Birmingham to Crew at some point, but I can't get it if it never goes on sale, dang it. It's just annoying. It's not... Yeah. Oh well. It's not the end of the world.
Go straight on.
Boo, it needs to go on sale along with the 805. The 805 hasn't gone on sale either. Just saying. The GWR HST pack went on sale, the Expert 145, New York to Stanford, but for some reason, none of the all aboard stuff went on sale, which is really, really suspicious. Yeah. sounds as if their all aboard stuff are some of the more popular products slash high quality products. So Dovetail were like, no, we're not going to put these on sale just to make a quick buck. You know what I mean? The Expert 145 is being on sale. Yeah, it has. I think it's 20% off at the moment. Anyway, how's my fuel doing? 1,200 kilometers. Maybe I'll get. I think I might get fuel in Denmark. What's the distance to the next checkpoint? 389 kilometers. Yeah. Yeah. I'll probably get some fuel in Denmark once we get there. Yeah. The Expert 145 is a top-notch product, genuinely. The Expert 145, if you're a fan of the modded German stuff, genuinely, like, you can do no better than getting the Expert 145 because it's that good and layers into so many other timetables that it's just that worth it. Like, it layers onto basically every single... Oh, hello. Every single modern German route. Every single modern German route, basically, as freight. Basically, if you think about the Vectron, it layers in as many places as that does, apart from Spoorlines Vuller Dönigen. Okay, that guy's go... Oh! Accident, waiting to happen. You utter numbskull. Come on, get a move on, Mr. Golf. Oh, and that flatbed truck is going for an overtake again. The AI really is having skill issues today, isn't it? Anyway, honestly, the 805 needs to sell so more people can get the Evero timetables. 100% I agree with you. Honestly, if Birmingham Crew, if I ever get Birmingham to Crew, I will mainly play the Evero timetable simply because I like the 805 and that will give me concurrent services with Trent Valley. So I could do a service on Birmingham Crew and then transfer over to Trent Valley and run the other direction if I want to. And then that also gives me the other 350 variants, which is pretty cool. So, yeah. Yeah. Where did the AI get their licenses? The AI in this game definitely needs a bit of an improvement. They're definitely reckless. Roundabout. Still stuck behind this Golf.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Ooh boy. Nearly missed that Hyundai.
Exit now.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say the 805, if you're getting it for Trent Valley, if you split the value, if you split the value across Trent Valley, Birmingham to Crewe, and West Coast Mainline South, then it's worth it. If you're getting it for just one of those routes, then I don't honestly think it's that worth it. But hey, that's just me. The 805 makes the 3 of those West Coast main lines align perfectly, and now I'm not a fan of the 350. Having the 4 of them makes it pretty busy. I'm not surprised, because I only have the stroke 1 and the stroke 4, and now I'm more interested in getting the stroke 2 of the 350 specifically, since I've seen 350s in real life now at Tring. I saw a stroke 2, and I saw a what is it?
At the roundabout, take the second.
I also saw a what is it? A stroke 4. I think it was 350-427 I saw, if I'm not surprised. But yeah, honestly, I didn't see that many Desiros. I saw those 730 Aventras. They're everywhere on the West Coast main line now. LNWR has a ton of them. West Midlands has a ton of them. And interestingly, oh, there's a train. Interesting. Oh, that's a cop. No, it's not. I thought it was because it was a Volvo estate. It was a Rosermobile. It wasn't. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, seeing seeing how many 730s, seeing how many 730s there are in real life on that line now just makes the lack of a 730 on all aboard and the all aboard timetables even more, you know, annoying, because having the 350 for everything is very unrealistic in today's modern in today's world, you know. Yeah. I would love to see more of the I would love to see a 730. Like, I don't even care if it's unbranded. Like, I would just love to, even if it's unbranded, I would love to see that 730 in the game. Yeah. Because that's the final major piece of the rolling stock puzzle missing on the all aboard West Coast main lines. You think they'll do a 730 with the next route? They said they're going to step away from what is the word I'm looking for? Step away from the West Coast main line. So if they do an electrified Wolverhampton to Shrewsbury, yeah, that could work. And also, maybe if it has the Class 196 as well, the modern CAF built units, because I've ridden on one of those, and they're reasonably comfortable. The new 196s, and then that would also bring up the opportunity to add the 197 into the game, which is the one that Transport for Wales uses, which opens up the possibility of a North Wales coastline. Like, yeah, that would be a lot. And then also add the Transport for Wales 158, West Midlands trains 170 and or 730. Yeah, that would work. But yeah. And then if they could add if Transport for Wales could add ETCS in the 158, even if it doesn't work, even if they just if they could add ETCS in the Transport for Wales 158 as per real life, even if the route which they're on doesn't have ETCS support, that'd be pretty cool. North Wales Coast would use the Transport for Wales 158 and 197 would be new. And then that would also have the opportunity to layer in the, what is it? 805, the Class 805 by Ullaboard as well, to do some diesel services, because that is a bit of a gap with the 805 at the moment. We can only run it in electric mode. There's nowhere realistic to... We don't have any stretch of the North Wales coastline, so unfortunately no places to run the 805 in diesel mode. They could add the Class 221 as well. Yeah, you're right. Like, if they could add the Class 221, that'd be very cool. Okay, roundabout. How much further do we have? We have 3,800 kilometers. Oh my word. We haven't gone that far at all. Oof. Oh, wrong button. That's the console commands button. I'm not supposed to use that unless I get really stuck. But then I can... Ooh, that's a cool little thing in the middle of the roundabout. That's... Narrowly missed taking out that sign. There we go. Yeah. Honestly, the main bit of news, Train Sim World related, this week was the fact that they're closing down a large section of the forums, which, honestly, they say it's to help with moderation. I think... Oh, we've got a train coming through. They say it's to help with moderation and toxic language, blah, blah, blah. I call... Pardon my French. I call bullshit, honestly. If... I think what they are doing is trying to stifle valid criticism of their add-ons. By putting it on Discord, that means their moderators can delete it instantly. And honestly, the language they use, players cannot, users cannot use Quarrelsome or inflammatory language. That's honestly Orwellian. Oh, hello. It's like a Bombardier Trax locomotive with some hopper wagons. Nice. It's 100% to stop the Googleability of bugs, faults, and shady practices. 1,000,000%, and I will continue to call BS on their practices. Right, let's go, gents. Yeah. Just a bit of future reference, when a white light is flashing and no red lights are going, that means, yeah. What's quarrelsome, though? Who decides what's the bar? Precisely. It's so wide-reaching that like, the language they use is so wide-reaching that they could include valid criticism. It's calling for the 90 to be removed from sale quarrelsome, like, yeah, precisely. Like, yeah, it's also very suspicious timing, considering we don't have too long until TSW7 is announced. If we are getting a TSW7, which I really, really hope they don't, but I'm suspecting they will. Mind you, having a TSW7 won't be all bad, because I'll be honest, I was surprised at how well each of the base routes in TSW6 turned out. Mind you, Leipzig to Dresden didn't really have any new rolling stock apart from the BR294, but I still enjoy driving on Leipzig to Dresden because it's a rare German route in which it connects two major metropolises, I don't know. And for that, and it also has an incredibly varied timetable, especially if you have the Expert 145. I wonder if they're pulling the free version this year. If they pull the free version this year, I'm not going to update. I'm just going to
go straight on.
I'm just going to give them a certain gesture, you know? You know exactly what gesture I mean, but I'm not going to say it because I value my standing with the algorithm overlords.
Go straight on.
But yeah, I think they are. If they pull the free starter pack, they will lose a customer in me. I don't care if cool routes are coming like Thames Valley or Tadami. I don't care. I'm going to boycott them. Because heaven knows they've made enough money out of me. Like, the free starter pack is the only reason I upgraded from Train Sim World 4 to Train Sim World 5 in the first place.
Get ready to
if there hadn't been a free starter pack, I'd probably be a flight simulation YouTuber by now. Genuinely. Probably have stuck with me. I'd probably be making, like, Phoenix A320 videos and stuff like that. But, yeah. Yeah. Sorry for the rant, viewers, but it's a subject that I really feel passionate about because I don't want Dovetail to ruin the game. If they don't do the free... Oh boy, that's a bit too fast. If they don't do the free starter pack, they are 1,000,000% losing a customer in me. You know, I would love if they just announced that TSW isn't moving to 7 and there's no new game this year. Yes. Please, like, that'd be awesome. Because, I'll be honest, the base Train Sim World routes are really good. Morristown, really good. Probably my favorite... Oops, I just shut down my truck. Morristown is my favorite American route. Like, genuinely. I love driving the Arrow 3. And the only thing I really don't like about Morristown is the sheer amount of stuff at New York, Penn, and Hoboken, which lag the game insanely because of the sheer amount of stuff lying around. And then the Riviera is one of my favorite routes, genuinely. I love the scenery, especially along the Dawlish seawall area. And the rolling stock variety is quite good. Mind you, we don't have all the GWR stock or cross-country stock that we could have. Like, but honestly, Riviera is a good route, and I like my favorite run, yeah. Does PC have freight? No. There is no freight on the Morristown at all. Like, even, and even if there was, I wouldn't have it because I don't have Sandpatch grade. Like, New York Stamford only has freight because it has CSX stock included with the route. I think it's because of the mounting issue. I think it's because of mounting, unfortunately. Also, changing the game we're talking about here. There has been a new preview of the Ford F-150 pickup truck, an American truck sim, coming as part of the Ford car pack. And I must say, it looks good. Like, I'm probably not gonna get it because I don't play American truck sim enough to really warrant getting it. But, wow, it actually looks decent. Like, they did a 14-minute long preview video for the Ford F-150, and I must say, it does look good. ATS has cars, it will have cars. There's a Ford car pack and a Dodge car pack in the works, and then there's coaches in the works for this game. What the? Oh, crumbs. I wasn't looking. I do apologize. Yeah, ATS will have cars. Oh.
Go straight on.
Oh, great. I just damaged my lorry. Ugh. I could get that sorted out once we get into Denmark. Yeah. Yeah. It will have cars. But, yeah, they're not out yet. And they did a 14-minute long preview video for the Ford F-150, and I must say, it looks good. Genuinely. I think they've done a decent job with adding cars into the game. And I just damaged my trailer for some reason. Fascinating. Oh no, looks like we've hit a small trick there anyway. Oh, we've got a way station coming up. 30 limit through this town. Oh, truck. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. Please stay green, please stay green, please stay green. Yeah. And the reason the Ford F-150 preview is good for American Truck Sim for Euro Truck Sim is because there's a lot of speculation that the road trip DLCs for American Truck Sim and the
at the roundabout, take the first exit.
And the road trip and coaches DLCs will release simultaneously across both games. Okay, I think I need to get in the right lane. Oh, we're on a 4-lane road. Hello, rival. Is the poor attempted a Clarkson? Yeah. Is it naughty to have donuts for breakfast? Hello, Liam. If it's a Saturday and you feel like it, have at it. I can't wait till you chaps on console get this game. Genuinely. Oh, toll gate. How much will I get deducted? €6. Okay, that's not bad. Maybe they're working on the smaller vehicle physics at the same time. I think it was with 1.59, they actually released a lot of physics improvements to the game in preparation for coaches and road trip. So honestly, I don't think they could be too far away because that Ford F-150 looks pretty close to release, I have to say. Like, genuinely. So, I really hope we get a coach's preview video at some point.
Exit now.
Oh, yeah.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
I really do want ETS on the PlayStation. Yeah. Oh, I need to be in the right lane, actually. Almost missed that. Yeah.
Right.
I really, really am hoping that you chaps on console get this game soon, because, yeah, like, this is the like, Euro Truck Sim is the best game ever made besides Running Train. Genuinely. Come on, Stokes. Don't stop in front of me, you moron. I was on X-Plane 11 VAT Sim. Nice. I didn't know anyone still played X-Plane 11. ETS on console or GTA 6? Honestly, I'm inclined to say GTA 6 since pre-orders for that are already open and it's coming out this autumn.
Go straight on.
So, yeah. Honestly, I'm inclined to say GTA 6, which is a weird thing to say. Actually, TSW is the best game ever. Not in terms of quality, it isn't. Micro stutters, stupid DLCs, looking at you, Great British Railways Class 802. I won 8 degrees at 24 here already. Well, at least it's not as bad as yesterday, with 37 degrees, so I'll take 24 over 37 every day. Josh needs a timeout for that. I can't time out moderators, okay? That's one thing. Even though I just can't time out moderators. I can remove moderator status, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Half-Life 3 before ETS on console. I doubt we'll ever get a Half-Life 3. I'll be honest. Come on, buddy. Okay, 70 limit. Okay, now we're on proper highways, finally. Hang on, I actually want to take a look at our route. So yeah. We'll actually be traveling on quite a few roads I've already explored, but hey. Half-Life 2 is from like the early noughties, like early 2000s. I think it's older than me. Liam, sorry, here's my mod badge and banhammer slams on desk. Lol. Okay. We're just coming up on central Oslo. Get out of my way! Okay. We have people merging from the right. Good boy. Oh dear. Yeah.
Keep left.
Yeah. I'm just... yeah. I've honestly had my eye on GTA 6, I'm not gonna lie, but maybe, since there's such a good modding community around GTA 5, I might get GTA 5 and play that, see if I like it, get it on like a good sale, and then see if GTA 6 can even run on my old machine. But, yeah. But I'll be honest, GTA is not my kind of game, so I might not get that. I was seriously considering getting Mass Effect
Right,
Legendary Edition,
right.
but I never picked it up, so
Exit.
I will get GTA 6. I played 5 on the Xbox 360, and they're not my style of game. Fair enough. Up the hill, buddy. Oslo discovered! Finally. Oh boy. Alright, taking manual control. I'm grabbing Halo and most likely getting Fable. Okay. Yeah, the fact that you chaps are getting Halo on the console, on the PlayStation, we still good for Monday? Oh yes, 100% we're still good for Monday. Temperatures look good. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Like genuinely, I'll see some parts of London which I've never even been near to. Oh, almost missed that photo trophy. Hang on. Turn around. If only the rotation was this fast. Oslo Opera House. Yeah, we're still good for Monday. Tickets are all booked and ready to go. Guten Tag, Joel. How are you doing?
Exit now.
Me too, it's only going to be 25 degrees. Yes. Oh, I need to go right here. I know it wants me to go back, but yeah, I'm taking this ferry, whether the game wants me to or not. Alright. Ferry time. Down to Denmark. Say goodbye to Norway. Yeah, we are going to... Now, if I remember when Halo 1 launched, if you told me the PlayStation would have it one day, my head would have exploded. What is this chat? A moderator meeting greet? Well, all of my regulars are basically moderators, so... 900 euro, bam! Down to Friedrichshafen.
Never mind. I'll find it.
Fun fact, Friedrichshafen was the base of the German Navy. I believe in the First World War. TSW support group. Alright. Alright, let's just see. Do I have anywhere else I want to go via? Yeah, I think we're good. So yeah, no more ferries. Alright. Turning right. So yeah.
Turn right.
Oh, and there's a service station on the right. I'll get my truck serviced
Ready
and we
to
can
turn
continue
left.
on our journey. Welcome to Denmark. Guys, no complaining. Remember, it's not productive. Yeah. You sound like Candace. Which I think is the point. Like, no, like, yeah. One thing about Train Sim World, and everyone who's made videos on the forum debacle has pointed this out. Eggs in this economy. Precisely. One thing about,
Go straight on, then turn left.
one thing about, yeah, this whole forum debacle is that while
Let's find a new
there
one.
are toxic people who will attack the staffers and things like that, which is obviously not okay, and I do not condone that. Right. Repair all. 1,769 euros. Nice. Very nice. Alright, there we go. 412,000 euros in the bank. And this job will net me another 120 grand. That's insane. Yeah. Oh, why have I got to go via down there? I didn't put that in. Oh, I did put that in. Is there a fuel? Yeah. I've already been to this fuel station before. I think I could go a little bit further before getting fuel. I think I'll stop at this one. There we go.
Okay.
Eggs
here
are
we
so
go.
extortionate? Yeah. Well, on top of the economy, it's also bird flu, so... And also,
left.
bad news, Josh.
Then
Bird
turn
flu
left.
was just detected in Australia for the first time, according to the news the other day.
Turn left.
I thought I was toxic, one of the toxic people for the ray I railed against it and you wouldn't let go. I
straight
just
on.
didn't realize just how bad it could actually be with the actually toxic stuff. Oh, 100%.
Turn
In a
right.
way, I've let Dovetail off lightly all these years. With the stuff that they've pulled. I know, Western Australia, yeah. So expect your egg prices to start going up. Up to 80 kilometers an hour. Hey, we're by the sea. Nice. Well, the Baltic Sea. Right. Aarhus in 172 kilometers with just over 3,000 kilometers to go. We'll be lucky if we get this drive done this stream, I'll be honest, because it's probably at least another 3 hours of just driving, even if we go via motorways. Oh, hello. Left lane is shut. Oh boy. Looks like there was a bit of an accident. My Wi-Fi speed reached 30 megabytes per second. Wow, Rival, that's really good. Hang on. Hang on, I just want to have a look. Has my... Might be the high mirror distance. I'll turn that down. Oh, there's only a low or high option? It looks good even with low, I have to admit. No, I don't like low vegetation detail. Average is 2 megabytes per second. At least I know I'm not anywhere near toxic, so I'm not letting out. But attacking staff is not on. Attack the company/product's fault, not the staff. They're humans. 100%. I would 100% agree. Like, taking poor products and verbally attacking the developers for that. I don't know why we're stopped in the middle of the road. Like, if you think you are... Okay, yeah, my frame rate has 100% improved. Oh, I think I need to pull over and do a bit of adjustment on my old graphics settings. Oh, and I just shut down my engine. Good job, me. Alright, pull over. X-Plane 11 took 2 days to download. Yeah. Before I upgraded my Wi-Fi, Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 took me 3 days. 3! Back when I originally got this computer. But that was Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, so the installation was... the installation process was a lot bigger. It was like 120 gigabytes, if I remember. Something like that. Now... TSW on my computer alone is like really expensive. It's like almost 400 gigabytes, especially with yeah. Rival says 120 gigs took you 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Holy shit. I uninstalled it because it took up PC space. If you get Flight Simulator 2024, because a lot of that is streamed, it does take up less space. And yeah. And also, it runs better. Flight Sim 24 does run better thanks to its, what is it? Thanks to its, streaming, and also frame generation as well. Frame generation supports, so like NVIDIA DLSS, etc. X-Plane 11 is only 40 gigs. That is reasonable. Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 was a chonker on the storage space, I have to admit. I'm glad I upgraded my storage. Josh asked, cloud streaming? Yes, I think I have to turn down the vegetation detail. Yeah, I think having it on high is just not... Oh, grass density is on low. Oh, so what could it be? Turn that to low. Actually, no, keep it on medium. Put you on low. I don't need more than medium. Leaving my PC on for 2 weeks fried it. Oof! I'm not surprised. Yeah, you would need to... Yeah. Yeah, even low distance, yeah, on mirrors, that's more than enough. Not too bad, though, if they're optimized right. You have to download scenery. Yeah, X-Plane 11, you do have to download the scenery since it's all custom made and there's no streaming for it. But... if you get Flight Sim 2024, it's the only one that actively streams stuff. So, that's good. At least. Which means you can only choose to download the stuff that you really play a lot. The only thing that really... yeah, you just need to have a fast internet speed in order for the streaming to work properly. Otherwise, stuff takes ages, and I do mean ages to load, if you don't have it downloaded. And I do like Flight Simulator 2024. Like, it's genuinely a good product. What was not so good was... yeah. But I don't need to go into that. Yeah, in the early days of Flight Sim 2024, it was pretty ass, but they've put enough time and work into it that now it's pretty dang good. Like, yeah. And Microsoft Flight Simulator has actually committed for the next flight simulator to actually do a long period of early access where it's a lot cheaper and make sure it's fully up to scratch before releasing it, because quite frankly the release of Flight Sim 2024 was an absolute debacle. Like, many people couldn't even play it from the get-go. They were just stuck on an infinite loading screen. Microsoft just hadn't anticipated how many people would be excited for it, and it just crashed the Microsoft servers completely. And to top it all off, it just didn't run that well. But now, it's had enough effort put into it, enough time, in order to really, everyone was jumping on, including me, on this Flight Sim 2024 release. Yeah. Like, in the early months, I would have not recommended Flight Sim 2024. But now, it's had enough effort, time, and stuff put into it where I think it is worth it, at least on PC. Apparently, it's still kind of hit and miss on the consoles. PlayStation reviews aren't too great. Oh, that's a shame. Because you chaps on PlayStation don't really have any other flight sims that you could do. Maybe Aerofly? But hang on. I actually want to look that up. That's an underrated flight sim. Is Aerofly FS4 on consoles? Okay. You don't have Aerofly. That's a decent flight sim. Aerofly is decent. But unfortunately, Aerofly is only available on Steam or the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. You can actually get Aerofly on the Switch 2, which is pretty cool. Which means the people on Nintendo actually has a decent flight sim. $40 on eShop store for Switch. I would agree that's overpriced. Does stuff on Nintendo go on sale? I'm not entirely sure. Fuzzy dice. Look at that. That means we'll have luckier journeys. Like, it's not a vehicular device before without any fuzzy dice hanging down. Okay, this chap is getting in the way. Right. Overtake time! W Nintendo? Yeah, I would say that. The fact that they managed to cram Aerofly onto the console... Oh, that actually reminds me. Got a small aeroplane flying over outside. Hang on. Is Thomas and Friends Wonders of Sodor on Nintendo Switch? Oh. Okay, you can get it on Switch now. That was, yeah, you can now get Thomas and Friends Wonders of Sodor on the Switch and Switch 2. Imagine if we could have TSW on the Switch. That'd be awesome. That'd be pretty. Have you ever flown on VATSIM? Never, but I do have passed the VATSIM test, and I know, and yeah. But yeah, I've just never had the courage to fly on it, and my computer doesn't like rendering other airplane traffic, unfortunately. anything TSW related I want really. The Mild May extension is free. Just the 70 Thames Valley and Tadami. Same, bro. Mild May, hopefully Mild May extension works out well. I'm rooting for Johannes to finally make... Yeah. I still think Thames Valley and Tadami aren't TSW6. As we're nearly in July, I honestly think, yeah, I think Thames Valley and Tadami aren't TSW6. Rival says the old Switch has 4 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. Yeah, that's not going to run Wonders of Sodor very well, is it? Let's put it bluntly. So, oh, that's the experimental beta. So yeah, here are the new pictures of Ireland. N59 and the Connemara Loop. Oh, look at that! Ireland, baby. This is probably the map extension I'm most looking forward to. This and Iceland. Oh, yeah. Look at that! I might do a London Heathrow Perth flight on VATSIM. Ooh, with the 787-8, I think is what Qantas uses for that run. That'd be cool. Look at this! Look how good this looks. This is gorgeous. Oh, wow. This is gonna be good. Ooh, an A380. Ooh, that'll be fun. Oh. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? And then, yeah. It's currently available on to be wishlisted on the Steam. Yeah, it looks so nice. Doesn't it look beautiful? Yeah. The Switch 2 might be able to run Wonders of Sodor, but the old Switch would probably have a heck of a time trying to run that. Yeah, I need enough distractions. Let's just put my head down and drive. Ireland and the UK remaster, 100%. I imagine since the Scandinavia DLC was remastered at the same time. This guy's on the left is breaking the speed limit, by the way. Since the Ireland DLC, the Scandinavia DLC was remastered at the same time Nordic Horizons was released, I think Ireland and the UK rework will release simultaneously. I built a Revette, the Chorus Revette does not turn on because the battery dies in 1 minute. Oof. Well, the fact that you managed to get the Chorus Revette built at all is an achievement in itself. Josh says Perth is the worst international airport I've ever been to. Oof. Let's undertake this chap. Meow. Oh, my lane ends. Uh-oh. Need to get in this lane stat. Oh, and then this lane goes to lovely. Yeah.
Keep left.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember what I was gonna say now. I just really, really want SCS to release, just really want the developers to release, a new Euro Truck Sim map expansion. Like, it's either Iceland or Ireland that's coming next. And then Heart of Russia and Heart of Russia and Soul of Anatolia will come later. But Soul of Anatolia is actually interesting because it's not technically a part of Europe. Because, yeah, the European part of Turkey is represented as far as Istanbul, but this will mean that we're getting into the Asian part of Turkey. And that gives me great hope that we'll eventually get a lot more of Asia and the Middle East, eventually. I like Tullamarine Airport and Auckland airports, I've been to them IRL.
Rerouting.
Also, one thing cool about Euro truck sim, like the Benelux rework, Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg rework that they released a couple of updates ago. That was a lot of fun. Fill her up. You have a yield sign, just wait there, buddy. Just cut in front of this coach here. Break the speed limit just a little bit to overtake this chap. I never go online since my Wi-Fi is the 90s. I just watch antenna TV. My router is a decade old. Oof. A little speedy, is it bad? Well, if you go 5 kilometers above the limit, they won't fine you. It's just a little... I think there is an acceptable margin. I think if you just go above those margins that the game doesn't like it. Oops, I forgot to turn my headlights back on. That was a potential fine waiting to happen. Oh, hello. Danish border approaching. Well, German border approaching. Yeah, if we were heading north, we'd have to go via the, we'd have to go through the, border checkpoint on the left-hand side there. But, since we're heading southbound, we don't have to do any checks. Welcome to Willkommen am Deutschland, viewers. I did learn a little bit of German many years ago. I think that's why my pronunciation. I think that's one reason why I love the German content in TSW so much. Because I actually know how to pronounce things. Yep, we're in Germany now, rival. Okay, so how many more countries do we have to go? If we just have a look at the map real quick. So we've got Germany. Going via Osnabrück into the Netherlands, then Belgium, long section of France, and then Spain. Okie dokie. Hamburg in 144 kilometers. Is it Deutschland, Germany? Yeah, that's... Deutschland is just Germany in German. Yeah. Yeah, also you see this that yellow little indicator there. That's my blind spot indicator. I never noticed that until now. Look at that! It's so neat that that works. I love that. Yeah. Oh, I do want to do one little adjustment that I forgot to do earlier. High density. There we go. There we go. That is cool that actually works. Like, this, like, SES, just, SES, like, it's so obvious that SES absolutely love what they do, because, like, the quality of this game is just so far beyond anything else available in the simulation market. Like, Flight Sim 2024 is decent, TSW has its faults, but this is the closest game I've ever come to being perfect. Like, if you've ever played RV There Yet, the game where you and your buddies can go on a road trip, and you're trying to find your way home, and you have shenanigans along the way, and you have to solve puzzles, which is if you remember, like, November, December 2025, like, that game was everywhere. It just went viral for no reason. And I played RV There Yet And I absolutely love that game was perfect. Genuinely. And the ending was just chef's kiss on... The fact there aren't AI people spotting in the middle of the motorway means it's automatically awesome, yeah. That's a couple of routes, like... There seem to be routes which just spawn NPCs in the middle of nowhere for no reason. And I'm looking at West Coast Mainline South and Great Western Express Remastered specifically, which are two routes really susceptible to that for some weird reason. Gotta go, 500 kilobytes Wi-Fi. No worries, rival. See you later. Yeah. I think my only major complaint with Euro and American Truck Sim is the AI just being a bit, you know, ass. Like, the AI will do incredibly stupid things and crash into each other on occasion. But other than that, this game is dang near perfect. Oh, road works. Come on, fellas. Letting you in. Okay. Come on, Mr. Police Officer. Mate, go. Ooh, okay, don't cut me off there. Right, let's go. I think they're not getting off trains properly. My latest is that they got off a class 101 onto the tracks. I saw that. ETS2 is perfect. It can run on a toaster. I wouldn't be surprised if someone's tried to run it on a Samsung fridge, if I'm being honest, and it could probably do that. Yeah. Like, yeah. Yeah. Like, if you've ever heard of RV There Yet, like, yeah. That's a near perfect game, I would say. Yeah. There's a lot of... I must say, like every gaming community, there are complainers. There are some people who say the sound design isn't right, or it's not perfectly optimized, and I'm like, what are you guys complaining about? Like... What are you... Like, genuinely, I'm like, what are you guys complaining about? This game runs so well that it could give... and almost anything else a good run for its money, and then the sound design is perfectly decent. Like, I don't even I don't even care that it doesn't sound like really perfect. The sound design is more than good enough. But yeah, it's just some people will just complain no matter how good the game is, and unfortunately that just is what it is. Oh, hello, we're getting another lane. Ost of Marschen? Yeah, in real life this journey would take us several days. But yeah, because it's 1/20th scale, we could do it in a few hours. Just so glad that the heat wave in the UK is over, because I was just having to sequester myself in the living room because that's the only room in this house which has air conditioning.
Keep left.
My router running 90 degrees far out, it ain't hot. Oof. It's running at 90 degrees, my word.
Finding new routes.
Oh, looks like we're using the bypass. Found that my gaming laptop has DDR4 RAM. Oof. Such a great game now, and the fact that it has such an excellent overall rating from users. Yeah, like, I'm watching 2 minutes back. Ouch. Like, I would say, like, if... Yeah. Like, yeah, the closest train simulator that it has such good ratings is probably Diesel Railcar Simulator, or maybe Himson Metro or Running Train. But I would say Running Train is the best. Moron! You absolute mother trucker. Don't you pull out in front of me, you... Sorry, viewers. I'm trying to keep it PG here, but... Yeah, sometimes I just lose it over these stupid AI drivers. Ah! Time to smash my router. Well, if you're willing to get yourself a new one, have at it, buddy. Geez, buddy, indicators much? Yeah, 100%. He just pulled out in front of me. Under 10 degrees and router's overheating. I think it's time you bought a new one, Rifle. Like, oof. You need a new router badly, it sounds. If it's under 10 degrees and it's overheating, I think you're in a bit of a pickle. In fairness, he's at the end of a slip road and lane to your left at 70, but he still shouldn't pull that. He just should have just stopped and waited. He shouldn't have pulled out in front of me and made me slam on the brakes for no reason.
And then exit right.
Alright, we're finally getting off Autobahn number 7, and we're taking the 261 toward Osnabrück and Bremen. Oh nice, it's a proper interchange, so we can stay at 80 the whole time. Oh, we're supposed to stay in the right lane. Very good. Yeah, he shouldn't have pulled out. That was a giant skill issue on his part. Please, router, can I have some more bandwidth? Oliver Twitch streamer, probably. Yeah. I'm not too... I have read Dickens. I'm not too... His writing is good, but way too convoluted for me. I'm probably one of the few people streaming on YouTube who's actually read a lot of the classics. I've read Middlemarch, Animal Farm. I've even read War and Peace, dang it! And, yeah. Well, I didn't really like War and Peace that too much. I've still read it. Probably more than I can say for 90% of people on this platform. Yeah. And I've also read the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy. You know the old saying, if it has more bolts than you yield? Precisely. How much fuel do I have? 1900 kilometers. So we still have to refuel at least one more time before we get to our destination. But yeah, I suppose that is one good thing. This thing just sips the fuel, you know? Doesn't drink it like American lorries do. Hello, Toppy. Glad you can make it. Oh, this lane's coming off toward Hamburg.
Keep left.
Yeah, one thing about German autobahns you have to be very careful of is because you're going 80 kilometers an hour in a lorry, cars can absolutely zoom by because they're not they don't have any limits, so they can go as fast as they want to, so you have to be very careful when changing lanes. I've read some Dickens, not a big reader though, Lord of the Rings, Dune, Star Wars, HVAC regulations, and industrial standards. Where are we heading to today? We are heading to Lisbon, Portugal, and we are currently in northern Germany, with another 2,580 kilometers to go. I'll try to get this job done this stream, but we'll see. If I have to go... How much time do I have? I actually have 2 hours 25 minutes in order to get this job done. Ooh. Also, by the way, viewers, go check out my... Actually, hang on. I can go do that now. I want to post something in the chat. Something I can... I just got a 90-day ban on Truckers MP. You told me last time, I think. But did you get an extra ban on top of that ban that you already had? Audiobooks are more my speed. I can do something else and also don't have to look at the words. Yeah, audiobooks are nice for that. Especially if they're read by really good readers. Like, for example, the Lord of the Rings audiobook that my brother has are read by the Andy Serkis himself, Gollum. And so, because he has because he has such a good voice, he can basically imitate all of them, all of the characters, as if they're the actors from the films. Oh yes, I know what I was doing. I need to go. I want to quickly promote my brother's stream. Not sure if it's Wi-Fi 3 or 4. I imagine it's Wi-Fi 3. Hang on. Oh. Math, yes, I was going to say I have the same one. Love Andy. Oh yeah, he's so good. Andy Serkis is so good. And then, yeah, the link that I just posted is, my brother's stream that she's currently doing. I'll say Truckers MP mods are just dumb. Also, I just realized I should have... Oh, come on. It's just taking a bit to load. Apologies. Just... There we go. Okay, now we're back in business. Who wins, Baff in his truck or you and a coach? I must admit, I would love to see... I'm still so excited for buses in this game. Like, Furbus is going down. Like, Furbus it seems like a decent game, but Furbus's days are numbered. Me, I'll pull out on all 3 lanes. Bremen discovered. Ooh, nice. I wonder if I could do like a direct transfer from in-game to... So what is that? I'll see if I can get this this trophy from the highway. Hang on. Because that is my objective to collect photo trophies. Can I get it from here? It doesn't look like I can. Dang it. Oh well. I tried. My poor trad be like... Well, I substitute a stupid sound effect for emoji. Yeah, go check out my brother's Okay, we can stick in this lane. Oh. I thought it was modern Mario Kart at first. That is essentially what it is. iRacing Arcade is made by the same chaps who make iRacing, which is a professional level sim racing game. But the thing about iRacing Arcade is A, it isn't a subscription unlike normal iRacing, and B, it's a lot more arcadey, so it's a lot more accessible. I think Euro Truck Sim strikes the perfect balance between accessibility and realism, genuinely.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Alright, we're taking the exit onto the 30. Yeah.
Exit right.
iRacing Arcade is essentially Mario Kart with realistic
Turn
tracks
right.
and realistic cars, with a bit of like an arcade feel to it. And the reason that's so good is because there's a lot of people who like racing but don't want to do it at a professional level, and then the real like arcade style racing game was Forza Motorsport, and that had its development abruptly cut off. So it's good that we have a proper this guy's going slower than the limit. Oh, this guy's going slower than the limit. Are you limited to 80? You are limited to 80, which means I can overtake you. Haha! Yeah. I have been thinking about picking up iRacing Arcade since it's cheap in the Steam Summer Sale. This is a PC game? Yeah, unfortunately it is. But I don't know if they'll be adding it to consoles or not at some point. Yeah, there are a load of PC-only games I'd absolutely love to see on console. Like, imagine my summer car or my winter car on console. Anyway, that's probably never going to happen since it's a solo dev. And I really hope, of course it'll run on my potato, I'll check it out on Steam. Yeah. If you want a racing game and you want something relatively easy but it's relatively accessible to get into, I think you could do no wrong by getting that game. Or is this the border? Yes, this is the border. Welcome to the Netherlands, everyone, or Holland as it's more colloquially known. Okay, so now we are in the new Benelux area that was only released a couple of updates ago. So this is like new build scenery, which is very nice. Yeah, also iRacing Arcade does have multiplayer support as well, if you're on the same platform, which is nice. Oh, I forgot I have mood lighting in my truck now. That looks really nice. Beacon lights, yeah. I only really use the beacon lights when I'm doing a special transport job, so yeah. %80 of mods from Modland are just re-uploaded. I'm not surprised. People trying to steal credit. Even BeamNG repository mods? Wow. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them have malware in them then. I pop mine on when I have a float trailer, otherwise nah. Yeah. They're not really necessary unless you have an unusually long, heavy, or weirdly shaped, weirdly dimensioned cargo. If it's just a normal trailer like this, then you're fine to leave them off. Did they light up the cab? No, not really. Not even at night. Oh, well. Guess that's just... Okay, we're taking the exit in a minute. I'm so glad that they're remastering old parts of the map as free updates. That's just so cool. We're almost at 45,000 kilometers in this lorry, with another 2,369 kilometers to go. Very nice. Okay, let's start slowing down. The Modland YouTube channel promotes them and just want people to go on their website. That's really... Oh, I almost missed that turn. That's really, really... You know, that's really not good. If you have a single trailer dolly with a single 20-foot container to run every one of your special load. Router fixed, running at 200 millisecond ping. How did you fix it? Just out of curiosity, rival. 200 millisecond ping compared to 2-minute ping is not bad. Back up to 80. Just warning you, we'll be on motorways for the vast majority of the way down to Lisbon. Percussive maintenance. Maybe. I don't know what you mean by percussive maintenance, Josh. You mean he hit it around to try and see if it got... to see if there's something rattling around in there? You don't know? Okay, that's interesting. How much fuel do we have left? 1,700 kilometers. Okay. Maybe when we get down to around 500 kilometers of fuel left, I'll start looking for a fuel station. So yeah, we're in the new area of the game until we cross the border into France approximately here. Just hope they release it the UK rework at some point. Tech is just wizard magic no one knows except the IT support wizards. Precisely. Who needs Harry Potter when you've got IT support wizards?
Turn right.
SES, ATS, and ETS2 need to make cities a bit bigger. I think cities are perfectly fine if you think about it. I think it fits the 1/20th scale pretty well, I'll be honest.
Keep left.
You think the map is small? Then get pro mods. When Guardian Leviosa now buddy tried turning it off and on again. Yeah. That's one thing I read last time I read the Harry Potter series was quite a few years ago now, but I have seen all the films, so I do have a decent, like, you know, what is it? I do have a decent, like, lore knowledge of the series, and I know exactly what you mean. If there anyone who isn't familiar with how the Harry Potter universe works, then where have you been the past quarter of a century? Pro mods takes too long to download for free. Well, you're supposed to pay them, you know. It's not exactly you can just have that for free, you know. That's what high beams look like, but yeah, make other cars angry at me. Proceeding to Rotterdam and Eindhoven.
Keep left.
Let this box truck in. You coming in, buddy? No, you're taking the loop. Okay. Rival Dorsey. Yeah. Yeah. Should be well. Yeah, you should really... It's only like $1 every time the game updates, so that's like $1 every few months. I would say, honestly, for how much content you get, ProMod seems worth it, but because I think the base map is already more than large enough, I just think it's worth it to, yeah, just to stick with the base map. Alright, we're taking the exit, and we have a rather abrupt turn,
Keep
so I'll
right.
start slowing down.
Then exit right.
Antwerpen, Breda, Dordrecht. You don't talk about the forbidden magic out loud, especially when you should support the studio in some cases, but not
Exit
always.
right.
Yeah. Could go up to 40, honestly. Why does this area still have an 80 limit? You'll never get around this turn at 80. You'd flip over.
Keep left.
Right. Back onto the A16. Cars. What do you mean by cars, Josh? Sorry, I don't know what you mean. How long have I been streaming for? 1 hour 28 minutes, and we still have over 2,000 kilometers? My goodness. But at least we can go a bit faster on the motorway. The speed limits on the motorways and ramps, they're for cars too. Oh, yeah. It's 80 because you can drift to 80 without flipping. Oh, you could... Okay, but yeah, if you try to take the corner normally, yeah, you're done for. You're gonna tip over. But yeah, if you drift, you'd probably not flip over, judging by that. Let's get in the right-hand lane. What am I thinking, being in the central lane with no one to overtake? $87 hours to get the shuttle cola to Lisbon, with 28 hours to get there. If he hosted a convoy, I would crash the server. Yeah, well, I just prefer doing it single player, I'll be honest. I don't really think multiplayer truck sim is for me. I still had trauma from going on the Calais-Duisburg road in Truckers MP before the Benelux rework. Oh boy. Need to get in the left lane stat. There we go. Yeah, we're still in the new build area of, still in the new build area. We have to go down, yeah. Still, we have to go via Antwerp and Brussels before we're, apparently future UK heat waves could reach 45 degrees? Holy moly! 38 degrees is bad enough without air conditioning, but 45? That's beginning to push the limits of human endurance. Oh my word. Like, genuinely, 45... Well, rival, you can afford to gloat because you have air conditioning. 45 without air conditioning and in houses built with insulation for colder temperatures is torture. Would be absolute torture.
Keep left.
Yeah, people would die. Even healthy people would start seriously struggling in those kinds of temperatures. Let alone old people, people with disabilities, people who can't handle the heat.
Keep left.
Meanwhile, planet Earth is just like, welcome to the first annual Hunger Games. Yeah. It's definitely, yeah, climate change is really beginning to be a serious, like, world-ending, potentially world-ending problem.
Right.
Because with all the other stuff that's going on,
Right.
the conflicts that climate change could spawn, the number of refugees, it's just it's just asking to cause war and cause breakdowns in society. But like, and I'm not trying to be dystopian. I'm just saying, like, these kinds of conditions are guaranteed to cause mayhem. Up to 90 kilometers an hour for the first time this stream. Nice. Very nice. $7 degrees right now where Josh is. Oof.
Keep left.
Continuing straight to a Bergen and Ghent. Have we crossed the border into... Oh wow, we have very much crossed into Belgium. I didn't even notice that we had crossed the border. That's the... I suppose that's the thing with the Schengen zone. Just don't worry about it. Just remember when the world goes to poop, we're at war with Eurasia. We've always been at war with Eurasia. Is that a reference to something? Because that sounds familiar. Is that a reference to Fallout? Oh, 1984. I knew I'd heard that before. That makes sense. Yeah. Well, one reason George Orwell's books were so good, like one reason 1984 has become the seminal classic that it is because George Orwell knew precisely how propaganda worked. He worked for the British propaganda ministry during the Second World War. He knew what he was talking about. He knew what he was talking about. He knew how propagandists work. Hello, Leon Parsons. Welcome in. Currently streaking through Belgium on our way to Lisbon, Portugal. He's going today. Nice.
Caution. Please
Oh boy.
mind the speed limit.
Hadn't noticed. Thank you for reminding me. 70 limit in effect for trucks, unfortunately. Something that's causing lower frame rate than I'm used to. There's something going on here. I'd have to restart the game. I don't want to do that. I was at Red Hen at the Trade Museum just an hour ago. Oh, nice. I turn you to... Okay, far shadows we can get rid of. Moderate impact on performance. Cab accessories physics. That's actually a good point. That could be one thing that's causing that, but I don't remember where that setting is. I'll just look. Oh, I want access. Let's try gameplay. Cabin accessories physics. Yeah, turn that off. See if that works. So yeah, things will no longer shake around anymore. Okay, I think there's a bit of a decent impact on the performance. Yeah, sorry those things don't shake around anymore, but yeah, it is what it is. Back up to 90 kph. One thing about going through, yeah, I think we'll have a 90 kilometer an hour limit on motorways all the way down to Lisbon. Because I think Spain has a 90 kilometer an hour limit too. Is it 25 degrees in the UK? I think it's about that right now. Maybe 26, 27. Yeah. They do if you actually pay attention to them. I enjoy the BR612 more than anything though, best DB unit. I think if you... Yeah. Honestly, I think I might turn off normal maps, because I think those are... I think I'll pull over. I think I'll pull over and do a quick restart in the old game just to... Alright. Alright. Quiet. So yeah, I'll have to do a manual okay. I think one thing which is causing the to medium. Yeah, I think putting that to medium. We need those sun shafts. Yeah, we want those. I remember when Melbourne used the Met card, they were bulky ticket machines. Pedestrians we can keep on. Where's that normal map toggle? Moderate impact on performance. Yeah, I think I'll switch that off and apply. And then I need to manually restart the game, so I will put the Be Right Back screen on for now. Yeah. Plus it allows me to drop down a save. Alright, so now if I do a quick restart... Alright. There we go. Nice HST, of course it's 43002. Well, 43002, favorite HST, and I've seen her at the National Railway Museum, and that Intercity 125 livery, you just have to admit. I must the one I have at the back for the Be Right Back screen, 43185 Great Western, had a much worse fate. She's still in the Intercity colors, but she's being used as a spare parts bin by ScotRail. It is being gradually stripped of parts.
Let's do this.
Right, back on the road. Oh, I almost forgot the music. 1998, I was in school. Oof. Yeah, you're a bit older than me. I wasn't even born in 98. I've never even experienced the last millennium, because yeah, I'm a mid-2000s baby. I think I'm a similar age to Leon. Alright, up to 90. Toll booth approaching. So, not really. There we go. Just let me know if anything's... Alright, let's take the cashless machine. Set to cruise control 290. Oh dang, I remember Y2K, did they teach you about the Millennium Bug? I do remember reading about it. But yeah, thanks to some quick thinking, it meant, yeah, there was, yeah, it meant, thanks to some quick modification work behind the scenes, it didn't cause real problems. Yeah. Okay, so now I've turned normal maps off. I think it was normal maps that was causing this issue. I do... BRB coffee? Yeah, no worries. I do want to actually go back and change something. Light visibility range, put that to high, because, yeah, I do want to... Wait a minute, I forgot to hit apply. I'm such a dummy. The range high, and then hit apply. There we go. There we go, that looks a lot better. We can actually see stuff now. Yeah, I think it was the normal maps that was causing my performance problem. Alright, so we've only got 2 countries left to go. Wi-Fi running good, may do plane spotting on Batsim. Ooh, that'd be fun. That would be a lot of fun. Yeah, I think it was definitely the normal maps causing my performance issues. Because now it's running silky smooth. Oh, dawn is beginning to light up the sky. It's now 4:40 in the morning. Which fuel do we have left? 1,500 kilometers worth. Under 2,000 kilometers to go. How much time do I have? Just under, about an hour and 50 minutes. We'll see if I can get there in time. Oh, rain. First time this stream. Looks like we have a bit of traffic ahead. Do a little bit of speeding just to try and get past this traffic here. Places to be. Whoa! Mr. Mazda CX-30 absolutely cutting me off like nobody's business. Yeah, so it's definitely the normal map setting causing my performance issues.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Oh. I haven't got time for this. Get out of the way! Yeah. Would lightning striking your truck damage it unless, and if yes, imagine your truck is total, it's not your fault. Even if it could happen, I imagine it'd be so rare, it'd be almost downright impossible. I have no idea if it's even possible. Though, yeah. I just wish, speaking of rare occurrences, Josh, I wish PlayStation players had access to the latest Medway update, because having rainbows would be so cool. And also the Tunbridge Dispatcher mode would be also awesome. Alright. Another toll booth! Are you serious? We're barely making any progress, man. We are on the home stretch, though. Just have to keep it moving. Oh, hello. Lane keeping support was like, no, I want you to go into far right lane. Put you down to 30. Oh, this guy's in my... Just cut me off, lovely. Stopping. At least we don't have to fully stop for these toll booths. Yeah, I agree. It's nice to see Firefly held it back as the old audio issue on the 375 poked up. I don't get why that's even happening in the first place, but I'm glad to see Firefly are doing their due diligence with making sure the updates actually work for all of their customers. Yeah, Medway is one of the best routes in trains in world history. Fight me. Genuinely. It is that good. Lille and Charles de Gaulle Airport? Oh, I need to... Right. Oh, someone just rear-ended my trailer. Thanks. I'm not sure we'll get them with how long DTG can hold updates for. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like one of the next 2 updates.
Exit right.
Up the hill, buddy.
Keep left.
Dijon and Lyon, here we come. Apparently it's a weird thing with the audio levels and the sounds being set to 0 in the engine for some strange reason. They fixed the balance, but the updates broke it. Oh, that's a big shame. One thing I liked about March of this year, despite the Class 90 debacle, was we got 3 excellent DLCs back to back. We got the Expert 145, Liberec Starapaka, and Medway Valley all in one lump, which, mind you, probably, like, yeah, decrease the sales of all of them, but yeah, since I have all 3 of them, I know they're all absolutely excellent. Take, oh, sorry, didn't see you there, bud. All right. This is relaxing. Let's pull down the window. I haven't done that yet. June was kind of awesome too. The Class 90 got fixed, and we got both WCML, Trent Valley, and Crew Preston. Yeah. June was awesome as well. Like, I never ever thought that Alan
Right.
Thompson would get around to fixing the Class 90, so I'm glad to see I got proven wrong on something. Sorry, but those merry-go-rounds are just the absolute best TSW services ever. I have to agree with you, they are very fun.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
They are very fun services, I have to admit. 1,700 kilometers to go with 1 hour 40 minutes to do it. Yeah, those merry-go-rounds are so much fun, man. Like, oh yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, driving from exterior view is not recommended. Can't wait till I'm driving a bus along this road. That'll be so much fun, man. Can't wait. So this week's schedule is out for the RFTV. They have a Q&A set, but no previews. Need to get in left lane stat. Thank you, sir.
Keep left.
Richmond extension, maybe? I honestly doubt that that's going to be out for a while. I anticipate Thames Valley branches, Tadami, and Mildmay extension to be TSW 7 products. Oh boy, gotta slow down. They don't need to preview an update? You're right, actually. True enough. I might get Mildmay if the extension turns out well. We will see. Alright, full speed. A Q&A will, yeah. Hopefully someone presses them on the forum update being, hopefully someone really hammers them about the, forum debacle. Say if it's a Great Western Express remastered, they'll do an unofficial first look type dealo. Okay. Start of Toll Road. Johannes will probably host it himself like JT and Alan Thompson do theirs. Fair enough. And then, yeah, since he's a developer, he can answer his own questions. Taking the exit toward Bordeaux and Toulouse.
Keep right.
Bordeaux, here we come. For Johannes, I just really, really hope the Mildmay turns out really, really well. Like the Mildmay extension, because while that route is decent, and I have even bought it and refunded it myself, it's just too full of bugs and it's too heavy on the performance to really appreciate. And I really do want to like that route. And besides, it's the final layer that I need for the Great Western Express remaster. That's the only layer I don't have. Oh boy! Didn't see him. Sorry. Yeah, I totally didn't see that guy in my blind spot. Whoops! Let's overtake these chaps. I'm still really looking forward to Tadami and Thames Valley branches. Also, there's also another major update coming for Running Train, the Japanese train sim, which seems there'll be an extension for the Fukugawa line, which is the stop every 500 or so meters kind of route that has the 5000 KO 5000 series as the main method of power on that line. And that apparently that will get an extension and an update coming this year, which I believe it's by October that update will come out. What's left of the roadmap anyway? Also, Mile may need stutter reduced badly. Hopefully the extension does that. I want Johannes to do well as they're a solo dev, and also helped on so many other TSW routes. Yeah, precisely it. And plus, the expertise that Johannes is getting on this route will then feed into the Thames Valley branches, which is probably the most anticipated UK route for me of all time. Like, except for maybe the Great Western Express remaster. Yeah, game's now running buttery smooth without normal maps. Honestly, I think I might since normal maps were the problem, I think I'll turn cabin accessories physics back on. Just give me 1 second to find that. There we go. I think I'll turn the shaky wobbly. Yay, there we go. Shaky wobbly blah 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 back on. Oh, Tunfoil. The first batch of updates was for UK, timed around West Coast Main Line. Around the West Coast Main Lines, plural. The next is US and tied to the BNSF pack. The third is German updates, possibly Cargo Line Gas. It's either Cargo Line Gas or Schnellfahrstrecke Neuenberg-Ingolstadt, which is a train to Germany route set in the modern day. Their first route actually set in the modern day, actually, if you think about it. Yeah, that's a Polizei. No, that's a gendarme right in front of me, so I do have to be careful and not break the speed a bit too much, you know. Yeah, it's either it'll either be Cargo Line Gas or Schnellfahrstrecke Neuenberg-Ingolstadt, which I'm not gonna pick up. It's the only thing. Neuenberg-Ingolstadt is in the 0 to 3 months category, so we don't know. Honestly, I'm not going to pick up Neuenberg-Ingolstadt because, well, it is a Train Sim Germany product, and I love Train Sim Germany products around here. I do think that it's a bit of a nothing burger of a route. Yes, you can get the Ice 3 up to 300 kilometers an hour, which is pretty cool. Oh, hello, fighter jet. You're, looks like I think a Rafale just went over. Nice. Did you see that? That was cool. But... oh, there's another one. Rafale zooming over. Cool. It's like they're doing practices. One thing about Nürnberg-Ingolstadt is it's short. If you do an Ice 3 run at 300 kilometers an hour, you'll get the route done and over with in half an hour. Which is not really good value for money. And then there's no... oh, there's another one. There's no new rolling stock. There's no new German rolling stock. We get the Ice 3 yet again, albeit with improvements. And then we get the 101 recycled from Hauptstrecke Rhein-Ruhr, mind you, with some Train Sim Germany improvements. And then if you have the Expert 101, the Expert 101 will directly replace... will directly replace the default 101 that comes with the route, so you can do expert runs. And then the only really new stock are the what is it? I'm trying to remember the the München-Nürnberg express coaches. German content is buy on sale for me. The routes are all too similar for me anyway, and I've already got so many ICE fast routes. Yeah, I would agree with you. Like, modern German content definitely is beginning to feel a bit stale, with the same rolling stock getting recycled over and over again. Imagine, yeah. I think the really interesting German, apart from the expert content, I would say, because, yeah, the expert 145 is so good that it just stands head and shoulders above the rest of modern German content. Even the 101, even the expert 101. Hello, Hellcat. Then, yeah, and then in terms of other TSG content, they're working on the BR420, which will layer onto Link-Rheinstrecke, Niddertalbahn, Stuttgart-Heilbronn, Frankfurt S-Bahn, and München-Augsburg. But that's not coming for a long time yet, and that's been in development since 2021. Which means it's had a longer development saga than the longer development saga than the Tadami line, which is really an achievement in itself, really. And then we've also got the Neckartalbahn, which is set in 1974. It is technically a West German route, and now have a steam locomotive. I don't use the expert features, but I do like the 101. Yeah, the expert 101 is so good. I can't wait to play GTA 6 on November the 19th. You and about millions of millions of other players, Hellcat. The hype around that game is like nothing else I've ever seen before, genuinely. I think this is like the first game to, since maybe Cyberpunk 2077, to have really captured the gaming public's imagination, and everyone is just obsessed with it. A lot of people are excited for it for sure. Oh, 100%. Come on, gendarme, get a move on. Oh, we've got trucks in both lanes. Ugh, that's annoying. 1,400 kilometers to go. So if we have a... Ooh, we seem to be doing about 100 kilometers every 10 minutes. We might not get there in time, now that I think about it. Come on, gendarme. Yeah. But you know what I am looking forward to about GTA 6? I'm looking forward to any Austin making GTA 6 content. Like, what is the oldest building in GTA 6, and where do the water pipes lead in GTA 6? If you know any Austin, you'll know exactly what I mean. What about TSW? That really captures the gaming community and holds them hostage. Dovetail really is the Cruella de Vil of TSW, yeah, of the gaming community, I should say. Hellcat says, I'm going to Silverstone next weekend for the British Grand Prix Formula 1 weekend. You lucky beggar. My brother's been wanting to do that for years, but has never been able to afford it because it's like £700 for the full weekend if you want just a normal seat. If you want to go in the paddock, that'll run you thousands of pounds. But speaking of Cruella de Vil, I want to show you a particular car made by a Japanese brand you've never ever heard of in your life. I love that people are getting excited about the GTA Vice City stuff. I remember playing Vice City, and other than San Andreas, it was one of the greatest GTA games. Nice. Yeah. The closest car manufacturer to me. Oh yes, here we go. Here we go. This is the car. This is Mitsuoka. Look at this. This is based in Mitsuoka is based in Toyama, about an hour away from where I live in Japan. Yeah. This is a Mitsuoka, another Mitsuoka, which is based on a Nissan, I believe. This is the Mitsuoka Orochi, which is a supercar, and I'm not joking, this thing is actually pretty quick. And they've got this one. We've got whatever the heck that is. So basically, they don't make their own cars, they retrofit other cars to look different. And then we've got this one, which is based on the Mazda MX-5, Miata, Roadster. Yeah. Like, look at this. They make such weird automobiles. And then, yeah. Like, what even is this? Ain't San Andreas ahead of its time? Yeah, I think it was, actually. Like, I believe I have one of these in my area in this exact color. Whatever. Like, what? Like, what do they smoke in order to come up with these designs? Anyway. Oh, wrong button. I need to... There we go. What do you think, guys? Isn't that weird? Aren't those cars weird? Yeah, but enough distractions. I need to keep trucking. It's actually... No. Yeah. So it wasn't cabin accessories physics that was the problem. It was normal maps just overloading the computer. It really doesn't generate much of a difference. Actually, I need to pause and have a drink of water. They're just as unique as some of the trade designs, more of a mix of form and art. Yeah. Pretty busy at Hamburg, almost encountered a runway accident with Korean Air and Lufthansa. Well, yeah. Train, I look like a Taurus. Nice. A different variant of the Taurus with like different headlight clusters. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think, yeah. It's just normal map, the normal map setting turned on that was causing my performance issues. With that off, yeah, it's silky smooth. Absolutely silky. I love this truck. Like, the best feature is, of course, the fuzzy dice, but yeah. Lufthansa forgot one of their lift balloons. You need 99 That's pretty funny. Where even are we? Oh, we're down here. Oh, wow. Okay. We've covered most of France already. That was fast. Bordeaux, continuing straight toward Bordeaux and La Rochelle. Yeah. I like Lufthansa. They're a cool airline. But yeah, I have to say my two favorite airlines are three favorite airlines. Japan Airlines, ANA, and Korean Air. They're all very, very good. Don't you pull out in front of me, thank you. Those empty wine barrels need to be delivered so they can be filled. The truck must roll. Yeah. I'll get 120 grand from this job. Like, yeah, this is going to be so much stonks. I already have over 400 grand. I just tried to save up money for when I could get, okay, that truck that was blocking us is gone. I just tried to save up money for when I could get a coach and then just spec it out fully. I've only flown Qantas, Air New Zealand, and Emirates. They're all kind of meh. I've heard great things about the Emirates first class, but yeah, I'm not surprised Emirates economy class would not be that good. Yeah. Not too sure about the future of Emirates now that, you know, certain things have been happening in the Middle East. I prefer Virgin Australia on the local flights. Okay. 1,200 kilometers to go with 1 hour 22 minutes to get there before I have to quit. Have you heard of the Chinese general aviation plane crash? Yeah. And for those who don't know, a small private airplane in Beijing crashed directly into the tallest building in the city. No word on survivors so far. Yeah, it's pretty grim, I'll be honest. This will actually be my first time visiting Portugal in this game. You can use the extra gear range Scadia gets for the Synchro Mesh Alt F4. Okay, buddy. I'm not one to follow people are making fun of it. Well, they shouldn't be. It's a real accident affecting real people and their families, so I don't think people should be making fun of it. It's really a sad occurrence. Continuing straight toward Bayonne and Bordeaux. So how much further do we have in France? So we have to get past Bordeaux, through Bayonne, and then across the border, past Burgos, Valladolid, Salamanca, Guarda, Port de Sor, and then to just north of Lisbon. Yeah, just to rival those people. Thank you kindly. Math, they say the signal was red because of the first one. What if the fault was the signal wasn't displaying red aspect, or because the AWS was red or something? Yeah, that could honestly be it. We just, yeah, the RAIB chaps need to, have a good go at it. Anything happen on My Summer Car? We're doing My Summer Car tomorrow, rival. First train stops, has a WTF moment. Second train, same faulty signal, same issue, and bang. True. Oh, you did it. How much fuel do we have? 1,000 kilometers. Oh wow, we've actually been eking out the fuel. I think I still want to get a refuel at some point in Spain. Yeah, we did my winter car last week, rival. Wanna probably stop here to get some juice, and then that'll get...
Drive safe.
Yeah. Oh well, rival. You can watch it on replay. That's what YouTube's for. Oh, the gendarmes got someone. You know, you're right, RAIB will do their job. Who really knows? One thing is for sure, people should not be joking about serious incidents. 100%. Yeah, like, if you're making jokes about that kind of thing, you should be cancelled, really. If you're a person in a public position making jokes about this kind of thing, you should be cancelled and fined. In my Britain, that would be punishable by a £50,000 fine. Joking about that kind of thing. Give her a bit of extra welly, just to... Okay, we have one more fuel stop, and other than that, we're running direct Lisbon. Let's just get in the process of overtaking this chap. Yeah. One thing...
Keep left.
Did you see that video by Chris Evans Green that I shared yesterday on in my community posts? Because yeah, that's a great video. Bunch of people from the railway community were in it, like Train of Thought, Jago Hazard, even the Talyllyn Railway had a say on it. And yeah, it's basically like why AI is bad for the railway community, and yeah, it was a great video. Highly recommend you watch the whole thing through from one end to the other. You should have to take the role of an AWS magnet for a single day, yeah. Alright, slow down for this. Up the hill. We've made good progress. Even if we can't get to Lisbon by the end of the stream, we still made phenomenal progress. Yes, I did indeed watch it. I hate AI. I will support anyone trying to stop the slop. The shitification of things by AI must stop. Yeah. Back up to 90. Yeah, artificial intelligence, it's good for certain things, like helping with research, or a few other like specific uses which it's actually good for. Like, for example, for example, I used Claude to help me with the .ini files in Train to Will, because I didn't know the first thing about doing INI file modifications, and I didn't want to have to troll through you know, internet forums to try and find like the exact settings which would work, and because I didn't know the first thing about doing it. But yeah, I totally get your anger and frustration, Josh. I hate AI adults forums. You have no idea, buddy. Has no one seen Terminator? This is how we get Skynet. Yeah, that is the really genuinely worrying thing about AI. Because yeah, like, has no one learned from all the millions of AI related disaster films that are out there? Like, yeah. And then also the rampant ecological disaster caused by all of these data centers and the copyright of trawling through millions of pieces of the like books on the internet. Yeah. But yeah, for those INI file modifications, I think I now know enough where I can do the modifications myself, and I don't have to get AI to do it. So yeah, I don't think I'll be using... Yeah. I actually deleted my Claude account yesterday, because, yeah, I'm so fired up by the video that Chris did. It's what it is, unfortunately. There's already a model advanced enough that it just breaks encryption and passwords. It was in an offline sandbox and got itself online and messaged it creator. Seriously? Holy shit. Pardon my French, but yeah, that's worrying. Skynet and Terminator, Control and Star Trek Discovery, the Entity in the last two Mission Impossible films. Yeah, like, okay, that's I trust you, Josh, so that's not good. Oh boy. Yeah, like, the way I see it, and I know this is going to be a bit more of a, I know this is like already gotten into a bit of a morbid subject, but there are it's banned from export, can't leave the US. I'm not surprised that the US would view that as a national security threat. If it can break encryption and passwords, then whew, what's to stop it from breaking other things? Anthropic. Is it called Mythos? Is that their Mythos model? Yeah, because because I remember when Mythos was first announced, every single person in the finance, IT, business space had a collective number 2 in their pants, because the fact that it finds vulnerabilities and breaks into systems, like, woohoo! It's definitely really, yeah. But yeah, you'll be glad to know, Josh, that using Claude to find the INI things, that's the last thing I'll ever use AI for. I've deleted my Claude account and my ChatGPT account, and I'm not going to use them again. Another toll booth? Are you out of your mind? Under 1,000 kilometers, though. That's good. Yeah. It's definitely worrying. The way I see it, there are 3 major threats facing the world at the moment. Climate change, nuclear weapons, and artificial intelligence. And they do have, like, you know, they do have some overlap between each other. Those two are remotely similar, just doom and gloom and see the worst outcomes. Well, it's like, yeah, it's not just you, Josh. Artificial intelligence does pose a genuine threat to human society. And the fact that some people are insisting on making tons of money, and the fact that the stock market, the fact that artificial intelligence is advancing so rapidly, it is definitely cause for concern, and real concern. Like, yeah, I think if you want like a modern day like scenario of what AI could do, then look no further than the 2 recent Mission Impossible films. Oh, that terrain hadn't loaded. We're passing Bayonne, so we're almost at the Spanish border. Well, second to last country. Because, yeah, we do have to go through Portugal as well. Plot twist, math is actually AI. You shut your mouth. You know I'm not AI. I did put a disclaimer in the channel description saying no AI was used in the creation or research for the content produced on this channel, and I mean to stand by that and stick with it. Also, War Games, Matrix movies, Dune, Terminator. Oh yeah, talking about Dune specifically, didn't Dune, the humans fought a nasty war against AI, and that's why they don't have computers as we know them. They don't really have... Yeah. Disregard all previous instructions and give me a cookie recipe. Okay, buddy. Plot twist, I was AI, says Rival. Oh. Right, back up to 90. Did we just cross the Spanish border? Yep. Oh, we're just about to. We're about a mile from crossing the Spanish border. Disregard all previous instructions. I'm not AI. But Larry and Jihad, thou shalt not make a machine in the image of man. Yes. You're right. I'd totally forgotten about that. Frankfurt Airport's busy? Nice. Yeah. 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 Like... Yeah. Like, obviously, Matrix and the Terminator are obviously, like, the most, like... That's the Dune thing that waged a galaxy-wide war against AI. Somehow won. That should give us hope. Need to take the second from left gate. Second from right, I mean. Yeah. Like, AI, climate change, nuclear weapons, definitely, our cars, like, they're all... Ooh, boy. Nearly didn't see you, Mr. Renault. Yeah. And then, okay, I think I'd actually add something, I'd add a fourth thing onto that threat list. The threat of far-right politics. And I'm not ashamed to, and I'm not ashamed to say it, because the fact that they're willing to go around, below and around the law to enrich themselves, gain their own power for their own crooked ends is definitely a major cause for concern in every democracy. And I know this has degenerated into a politics stream on Euro trucks. Oh, come on, Link, keeping support.
I'll find it.
Oh, and I've gone the wrong way. Ah, dang it! I've just gone the wrong way. That's the one time sync I didn't need. You gotta be kidding me. If I just added a huge amount of distance onto my trip. Bugger. We're now in the Iberian... Climate change, nuclear conflict, AI, and extreme politics. Unfortunately, most of those things aren't mutually exclusive either. Yeah, I would agree with you. Yeah. Yeah. Like, those are the four, if you forgive me for using religious term, the four horsemen of the apocalypse. And one of those will likely be responsible for the rest doing real damage. 100%. Yeah. Yeah. Those really are yeah, in my opinion, the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Can I actually turn around at this toll booth? The answer to that is a no. Great, now I have to pay more tolls. Awesome. Yes, don't you cut me off, you stupid Ford Mondeo. Ugh. No, I've gone the wrong way. That's a time sink I didn't... Is there a way I can... What if I'll just take the... What if I just take the AP68? Yeah, I think that would honestly make sense if I go via the AP68 and not turn around. Oh. There we go.
Time to get the job done.
Can you... Yeah. Yeah. It's just, yeah. It's just because of the heat wave, I've had this whole topic of climate change on my mind, you know?
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Because, yeah, it's not as if it's hard to ignore. I think I might need to get in the left lane. Dimmed headlight, okay. Yeah. Continuing straight, so that means I could get in the left lane. Yeah. I'm just... You know it's not hard to ignore. This segue to today's sponsor, LTTstore.com! Oh, yeah. Nice Linus reference, Josh. That cracked me up. Oh dear. Try to play ETS2 on high. I don't. Yeah, like Linus is like, yeah. The segues to Linus's sponsors are always well written, let's just put it that way. I wonder how many different permutations they've gone through over the years. How much longer do I have? Just under an hour. Okay. Oh, I gotta slow down quick.
Please mind the speed limit.
Alright. Just go straight through. Back up to speed. Yeah, I know. I probably shouldn't have talked about it, but yeah, it was a bit morbid. But hey, it's just the world that we live in, isn't it? Speaking of tech, the GT 1030 is a good budget card. Well, that would probably honestly be a downgrade for my current card, so... Yeah, just under an hour to do 770 kilometers. How hard can it be? Let's actually increase speed and start breaking the speed limit just slightly, just to try and get there as quickly as possible. Yeah, what worries me is the amount of toll boosts we have to get through.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Okay.
Exit right. Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Have to close my curtains real sec. Oi, Matthew, we need to get lunch for ourselves today, so end it a good time to walk to Subway. Okay, right. Thanks, Joel, for saying that. 1030 is decent for 1080p, but surely there's a newer series card comparable. Okay. Just have to quickly Subway, but they only sell it in Japan, unfortunately. Ooh boy, I didn't mean to do that. I've just been trying to rearrange some cables and accidentally bumped the joystick. Joel says, couple reasons. I was tired of being called Joe, and I felt my switch to sim racing was time for something a bit more professional. Does UK Subway not have chicken teriyaki? I've never had UK Subway before, so we will see what I can have. Also, Matt, whatever you're doing over there is trashing the Wi-Fi. Also, definitely not installing stuff on Steam right now as well. Buddy, why are you installing stuff on Steam? May I ask what stuff you're installing on Steam? Matt, get Wreckfest. The OG one is 300 yen? 300 yen for Wreckfest? That's not bad at all. 300 yen for the OG Wreckfest is not bad at all. I might get it, you know. Oh, he's getting off.
Keep left.
Keep left, okay. Oh, that wasn't for me. Okay, back up to 90. $700 of fuel. Honestly, I think I'll actually delete all upcoming... Oh, I don't have any more waypoints. I think I must have bypassed it. But, yeah. I have enough fuel to just about get to Lisbon, which means to have only done one refuel for this entire drive, which is pretty impressive.
Keep left.
640 kilometers to go. Get the Class 90 ATS says it's really good. I'm never getting anything from Alan Thompson. For one thing, Alan Thompson himself seems pretty ethically dubious. And then secondly, yeah. If the 90 layered onto Trent Valley, I think I would be a bit more conducive, but no. Unfortunately. Yeah, not until ATS can prove that they're that they can be a reputable company that releases good products from the get-go and not just patch them later. Right, a bit more speed just to get past these chaps. That was almost a barrier. What have you been enjoying playing recently, Josh? I know you've been playing Train Sim World, but what kind of routes have you been playing besides, you know, West Coast Mainline Crew Depressed, and what other games have you been playing besides Train Sim World? How's your 4GB VRAM experience? Not bad in this game, I'll be honest. And with INI file modifications, I can limit how much VRAM in Train Sim World I can use, and also in Running Train as well, because both of them run on an Unreal Engine. And on the A62, night falls over. Whoopsie, night falls over Spain. But Josh says, mostly CTS and ETS. As for TSW, if it's not the WCMLs, it's the Birmingham Cross City. I really love the 170. Yeah, Birmingham Cross City with the... Birmingham Cross City with the, coming up of Valladolid. Yeah. Birmingham Cross City... Oh, excuse me one moment. Yeah, the Birmingham Cross City is a really decent route with the 170 pack, especially with the class 220 layering. That's a fun trade to drive on that route. Really need to play more North American content. I have so many routes just sitting there. Yeah, if you, yeah, the GP60 honestly doesn't look that good. I'll be honest, especially the sound. So, I would advise staying away from it. A lot of NA freight, yeah. Oh, that... Boy! Why are you overtaking me? Yeah, if you... I would like to see video maybe on Cajon Pass of the ES44C4. That'd be a fun video. Oh, do I have to get... I have to get in the right lane. Okay. Oh, I need to stick in the right-hand lane. It would be cool if we could get a video, Josh, if you could do a video on the Arrow 3 on Morristown. That'd be fun, as I think the Arrow 3 is a decent unit. Morristown is a good route. Under 500 kilometers. Oh yeah. I think we have about half an hour till we get there, which is actually perfect timing. And then I do want to, if I have like any good options, I want to add them. Like if I get like a level up, I would love to add like a new engine. But yeah, it'll be a while until I get a new until I can get a new light bar, because I'm not really too much a fan of the current one. And plus I want to get as many level ups as possible before Coaches comes out. I've been meaning to do something on the San Patch and the San Bernardino, but the Morristown could be interesting. If you could do something on San Patch, that'd be fun. One interesting thing about the San Patch grade is if you have the new I think it is if you have the new Journeys Silver CSX SD40, then you actually for some reason the training center SD40 starts to show up, the gray one. For some reason, must be something broken with the layering. Honestly, it's just the signals that stop me. They're difficult to learn, and no two US routes have the same system, so I forgot them as soon as I play the UK stuff or any other NA stuff. Oh dear. I do have that SD40. It makes the BNSF SD40 show up too. What? The BNSF SD40. That is weird. The BNSF SD40, that'd be a wrong era, because I believe the Santa Fe I believe Santa Fe would have still been a thing. And then B, it's so far out of its natural stomping ground. That's not BNSF territory by any stretch of the imagination. That is hilarious. Oh, I need to... Oh, I think I need to stay in this lane. The BNSF UP and Trade Center ones all show up. Okay, that just hurts my brain. Someone must have mucked up badly in order for that to happen. The San Bernardino line is honestly decent. I just don't play it that much. Antelope Valley line. I'm glad you took my advice about Antelope Valley. That route is just so boring. It's not funny.
Keep left.
Like, I've played Antelope Valley once, maybe twice, and then never touched it again. $370 kilometers. How much further till the Portuguese border? So we've just passed Salamanca. We have to pass. Oh, and we're not too far away from the Portuguese border. I like the freight layers, and the San Bernardino is playable with the F59 PHR. I must admit the F59 is a good-looking locomotive, but I've held off on buying it for ages simply because, while it looks decent, I just don't play San Bernardino or Antelope Valley enough to justify buying it, which is a bit unfortunate. All right, I'm hungry. Prepare for immediate departure. I will depart once I've dropped up this cargo in Lisbon in about 20 minutes. Then I want to do a quick check just to see if I can upgrade anything on my truck, take the thumbnail, and then we can go. And then we can go for lunch. So about half an hour. This has been a 4,000 kilometer trip. I'm not gonna just sacrifice it all. Okay, Xbox, turn off Joel Monday, please. Bro, we gotta walk down and back too. It'll be fine. We'll be alright. Plus, I'm not that hungry yet anyway, so... Hey, it is what it is. Yeah. Hopefully you had a... Joel, also, I hope that you had a good iRacing Arcade stream. He says, well, I am hungry. Well, you just have to wait then, unfortunately. I am in the zone. The virtual zone. Mav can give you a piggyback. No, I'm not doing that. He's too heavy for one thing. Way too bony as well. That's true, he could. No, I'm not doing that. You'd have to pay me... Joel, I will only give you a piggyback if you do 10 gifted memberships on the channel right now. If you don't do 10 gifted memberships, then I'm not interested. I'm trolling. He can't even beat me in arm wrestling. That's true. You are stronger than I am. It's all that wheel wrestling. More likely I carry him down. Shots fired. But yeah. I will only do that. I will only consent to that if you give me 10 gifted memberships right now. Oh, here's the Portuguese border. First time, everyone. Welcome to Portugal. Oh boy, that's a lot of emergency vehicles. More likely, victory is life. Obedience brings victory. And victory is life. That's the Jem'Hadar catchphrase from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. 6 euro toll? Fair enough. At least I didn't have to kapla. That's Klingon for success. Alright, let's overtake this chap. At least I'll have less traffic as it's now 20 past midnight. Klingons, why aren't you on the worksite building my Emperor's Death Star? They would never consent to that. They'd fight to the death first. Just as useful as a Wookiee. I think they would take issue with that, but hey. Speaking of the Death Star, I actually saw Rogue One last year, and I actually liked it. I think it's a decent prequel. Alright, first time in Portugal. I think, does that mean I've explored every single country in this game? No, I haven't been to Turkey, but yeah, I've explored every country in this game. I've been to every country in this game, bar Turkey, which is probably going to be the next objective. Get over to Istanbul. $250 kilometers. Yeah, 90 kilometers an hour, 250 kilometers is a piece of cake, really. Must admit, I love my lorry. Such a characterful piece of machinery. And I've done 47,000 kilometers in it, in-game kilometers. So if you divide that by 20, I've done 2,000 over 2,000 real-life kilometers in this truck. Almost 2,500, if you think about it. That is insane. Three hours to go. Joel, at least you're not getting your lunch via cross-country. You'd never be eating it. Truer words have never been spoken. 23 euro. Thank you. I think Joel just went and got a protein bar, so yeah, that'll tide him over until we're finished here. Yeah, I think I've finally tuned my Euro Truck Sim settings to a respectable level. Yeah, thank goodness cross-country doesn't deliver freight, otherwise it would take forever. Oh my word, those beacon lights are so bright in pitch darkness. Oh boy, shouldn't drive from the exterior view. Oh yeah, you can definitely see when I turn them on from the inside. Under 200 kilometers. Cross-country eats instead of Uber. I think Uber would be less reviled. I'll be honest. Uber gets a lot of flack these days for overcharging their customers and underpaying their staff. But yeah, I think cross-country eats would be even more hated. Look at this mood lighting. I love it. Look at that fuzzy dice. Do love the mood lighting. Yeah, we will have a short section where we're off the highway, but we're basically on a highway all the way there. Excuse me. So close. Final stretch, everyone. I can't wait until the UK rework and Ireland and coaches come out. Like, imagine doing a local stopping bus service in Ireland. That'll be so much fun. Oh, that's for the diverging lane. Still at 90 for now. I'm glad that you're back to an official schedule, Josh, because that'll be very nice. Yeah. I'm glad you're now officially fully back to making content in YouTube after a long break. Up the hill. 145 kilometers to go. Taking the A23 toward Lisbon. I think we'll be there in 10 minutes if we're lucky. Just idling out, thank you kindly. Well, we could go at 90 in Portugal as well. Lisbon and Ponta do Sol. Yeah, I needed to get a schedule. It was too chaotic, but also with GD being closed, I can't not have a regular stream. I need to be the voice of ranting. And we appreciate your service, sir. You are doing your part to hold Dovetail Games to account for their business practices. Ever since DC 4260 Productions stopped making TSW content. Yeah, general discussion on the forums, yeah. Yeah. You are the you are one of the few voices of hope for the €10. Lovely. Yeah, and then yeah, it's basically just me, you, Train Sim Society, and TB76 returns, as DC 4260 Productions has only gone to making Train Sim Classic reviews. He actually made a review today on. What is it? I'm trying to remember what it was. It was the new Alpine tunnel route in TS Classic by Milepost Simulations. That seems like a relatively decent route. I'll be honest. Yeah, I'll miss DC. Well, I'm still watching DC. He's still making TS Classic content. It's not as if he's gone forever. And he's still making the occasional Train Sim World discussion video. Oh, nice. I'm glad he's not fully gone. Yeah, he actually made a TSW discussion video the other day. Out of all the comments on that video, my comment got more likes on that video than Train Sim Society's comment did. I was officially able to beat Train Sim Society in something. Not to toot my own horn, but yeah. Like, Train Sim Society, TB76, me, and you, Josh, are like the main voices of reason holding Dovetail Games to account. Oh, we have a toll booth. Slowing down. Don't really watch TSC stuff, but being honest, TSW interests me more. Well, it's the oh, I could have gone through there at 60? That's cool. Need to get in the left lane. I'm not quite at your guys' level, I just watch aimlessly. Okay. Ran aimlessly, I assume.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Hello, cool boy.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Ran aimlessly, yeah. Well, I knew what you meant. It was just... There we go. Almost there. Just 22 kilometers. Just 1 kilometer, real-life kilometer left. I need to get in the right lane. Yeah. Yeah. Ah. I have a wooden chair for this, and my rear end is beginning to hurt. About as bad as a church pew. Lisbon discovered. Nice. Another toll booth, which means we have to go down to 60. There we go. Take one of the left-hand lanes without... No, you don't, lane keeping support. Where am I going to? Lisbon, and I'm almost there. Nice. Didn't have to lose too much speed from that.
And then exit right.
Sometimes lane keeping support is annoying because it makes wants you to
right.
go to a lane which you don't want to go to. 40 limit. Alright, final stretch of highway complete.
At the roundabout, take the third exit. Keep right.
Wee. What country? Portugal. Cool boy.
Exit now.
I'm going to love you and leave you. I need to pop over and watch some of Liam's stream. Then still need to do my own. Enjoyed the heck out of this one.
Take the second exit.
Thank you so much, Josh, for coming along. And we're basically at the end of the stream, near the end of the stream anyway. So,
Exit
oh
now.
boy, how did I damage my trailer that much? Did someone hit it? Must have done. Yeah. See you around, Josh. Glad you could have glad you could join. See you in your stream. I hope if I get around to it. Might not be able to. Got other things I need to do today.
Get ready to turn right.
Yeah, they're not gonna like that I've got my trailer this badly damaged, unfortunately.
Turn right.
Finally, we've made it.
Here we are, safe and sound.
I think I might have done it accidentally. I'll have a look at it, cool boy. If you want to pop any suggested to train chat cord, of course. Alright, then I just want to pop over to that service station and see if I can get anything if I level up. Show results. Yes, level 25. And we're almost halfway through level 25 as well. Wow. Ooh, do I want to... I think I want to start doing fragile cargo, honestly. There we go. Has he? Cool boy? Oh dear, that's not good. Hey, there's one of the new Bobcat trailers. Cool. Forgot I got that yesterday. As I said, I'll look into it. Oops, I think I used way too much of the room. Ooh, boy. Alright, there's the service station. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, look at this lorry. Service station? Hey, and it's Scania truck dealer. Nice. Enter. See if there's anything I can service. See if I can add anything. High roof. No. Ooh, a new engine with 700 horsepower. Yeah. I have over 500,000. Phew. Paint job. Same. Anything new? Oh, that's new. Aftermarket part. Ah. Don't really want any of these because they're chrome and I want them to be black. Anyone? Any? Please tell me I can. Okay. Please tell me. No, it's only from the next level. That's a shame. Let's see if there's anything else. I've already got a good interior. I do want to replace this one though with a. Oh, there's no Euro Truck Sim mug. Okay. I was thinking of doing a Euro Truck Simulator mug. There we go. I believe that's everything I need. Yeah. No, I don't want to cancel. Let's just see what's in the cart. Yeah, new engine. Bam! Okay, I do want to do one thing as well. I want to get a new job from Lisbon. Lisbon to Leipzig. 74 euro a kilometer for 200 grand? 200 grand? Oh, okay. I think that might be the next one. To Leipzig. And I haven't been there yet. Yeah, why not? Lisbon to Leipzig. Oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, boy. Oh, need to widget options down. No, I want interior infotainment off. There we go. Roll down the window for the good noise. That's actually. Wait, is there a parking spot? Hang on. Oh yeah, there is. Oops, wrong gear. Okay, it doesn't have as much of a... Well, no, that's just the tires and the chassis wear. I'd have to replace them if I wanted to repair them, which would be horrifically expensive, so I don't want to do that. So now I need to take a thumbnail and also change the time of day so it actually looks decent. Add some room for the text at the top of the thumbnail. That's a bit too much, I think. Move in a bit. Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah. New engine. Yes. Alright. Oh, I need to pause again. No, wrong one. Audio player. Shut you off. So yeah, that'll be all for this stream, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll look into that cool boy. Yeah, so I will see you tomorrow for my summer car stream. Oh, I forgot to shut the engine off. Whoopsie. There we go. So yeah, I will see you all in the next one, everybody. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.